New at 6, retirement from the armed forces is different from your typical retirement. One
Wisconsin Army National Guard soldier has dedicated more than 2 decades to the Guard, and now it's time for her to hang up her uniform. WMTV's Mackenzie Davis sat down with Lieutenant Colonel Shannon Hellenbrand one-on-one and has more.
I'm Lieutenant Colonel Shannon Hellenbrand, and I'm in my 25th year as an Army officer.
Lieutenant Colonel Shannon Hellenbrand is looking back on 25 years in the Wisconsin Army National Guard, serving in a variety of fields from engineering to human resources. Deployed to Iraq twice, both times as an engineer. But her most recent assignment was the recruiting and retention commander for the Wisconsin Army National Guard, which last spring was in a recruiting crisis.
It was so challenging. It was so exhilarating at the same time and really, really rewarding.
Because of her efforts, they made mission for the first time in 7 years.
And we rebounded 4 years earlier than any of us predicted that we would.
Among the list of accomplishments, when asked what stands out to Hellenbrand most about her 25 years in the service,
the camaraderie, the friends, the friendships, the brotherhood and sisterhood, the people, without a doubt.
But the hardest part,
figuring out what my leadership identity truly is in a male-dominated field where I am a different kind of leader, and I don't necessarily fit the mold of what we used to or what we know of as what a male soldier might look like or lead like.
Which led to Hellenbrand opting to not speak up or voice her opinions.
I felt a little bit like an imposter, and I tried to fit in. And so I often edited or muted myself, and I spoke differently, or I didn't speak at all.
It wasn't until halfway through her 25 years of service when she embraced being a woman in power.
I often didn't have any female battle buddies around me, and that's a really isolating environment to serve in, and I did that for a really long time.
Especially as a woman wanting to start a family with her husband.
In the military, pregnancy used to really be looked at as an inconvenience to the government and as a burden.
It was in 2018 when Hellenbrand gave birth to her first and only child.
I'd experienced pregnancy in a less than ideal environment, and my postpartum period was also that way.
Having a negative experience with her pregnancy while in the service only made her think about her fellow female soldiers.
Because of my experience, I decided that I really wanted to make change for everybody, and especially those folks who didn't have rank or a voice to be able to make it for themselves.
Hellenbrand led a grassroots effort that started right here in Wisconsin, establishing support of soldiers called Parenthood, Pregnancy, and Postpartum, or P3.
We have the strongest program in the entire nation, and we've actually impacted retention rates for women who are pregnant or postpartum by 50%.
Not only providing support for the mother of the child, but the entire family, which is ultimately why she decided to hang up her uniform for her daughter.
She deserves more of me, and I want to give her more of me. I want to be there for her on a more regular basis.
Serving as a soldier and a mother for life.
I feel very confident as I enter into this next chapter of my life, whatever that might look like, that I'll be a soldier for life and that I get to stay in this Guard family.
This story is airing as part of a series on WMTV 15 News to celebrate diversity of the people and organizations who shape our community and make it vibrant, and those who demonstrate inclusiveness. If you have a story idea or someone we should know about, go to our news app or website and click on Submit a Story Idea.